And welcome once again to another episode of Stu Ham Productions Presents
J&M, Solve the World. I am James.
And I am Matt. And tonight we have something special going on.
That's...
We have your favorite Italian and mine, all the way from Florida, Dwight.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, we're doing good. How is everything in Florida?
Yeah, pretty good. Got some fresh ink, belly full of Vietnamese food and Krispy Kreme donuts, and put a splash of beer on top of that. And
hey, she's your wife, dude. She's not food.
That depends on the context.
So who you got on the phone for us tonight?
Well, a very good friend of mine and a very good acquaintance of yours, I think. I have James Davis from Laser Mafia here in Vero Beach, Florida. Known him for a couple of years now. Was looking to get a custom-made insulated mug type of thing engraved, and various websites and Google searches, and couldn't find anything, and finally found James, and he was right up the road. And aside from the great De Niro impression, he does some masterful work.
Hey, look, we could go all night without talking about that. You know what I mean?
Hey, look over there with the thing. So yeah, he's done some great work for us on the mugs. Done some engraving. Roman's got a keychain. Done some excellent transferring photographs to wood.
Yep.
And some various other things. I got some marble coasters. The guy's a pro, man.
Yeah. I mean, he did our J&M Solve the World official logo bottle.
Right.
He did a Curry bottle for me. Mm-hmm. And here in the coming weeks, he will be doing our acrylic sign that will replace the one that I'm superimposing right now.
Right.
Up there.
And are the bottles on your end?
Oh, of course, bro.
Of course. Okay. I mean, well, listen, I think James, Vero James, and Missouri James.
Florida
if
James.
you guys think that was a sufficient introduction, I'm going to shut the hell up now as best I can. Yeah. Maybe I'll have to sit on my hands, and we'll let James talk about his brand.
Hey, it's Dwight over there.
It's Dwight over there.
Oh, over there.
He's over there with Joey Barfuco.
Yeah.
Oh, that Traficante. Yeah, Traficante.
Yeah, I don't have to answer that.
He's good like that.
Yeah. So, James, how did you get started?
Did you take care of that thing or what?
Hey.
Are you?
It's done.
Okay. Hello. What did I do?
How'd you get started in the engraving business?
Well, I've been in the marble and granite business for years, and I'd seen the lasers around. And then an old friend of mine had something made over in England with a laser. And so then I watched the video on what they had, and I said, you know what? That'd be a nice little side gig. So that's why I did it. And I was trying to make up a name, and I was saying things like, like Integrity Laser or something like that. And the ex-girlfriend it was, and she goes, no, you need something that's more about like you. And I get the mafia thing. I get the De Niro thing. Always people think I'm Italian. I mean, all the time. So I thought, oh, Mafia, that'll be perfect. Laser Mafia. So
it sounds great.
Yeah.
It's a fun business. It really is. I enjoy it. Sometimes, in fact, the people who sold me the machine send people to me for a demo. And I go, I put on a dog and pony show. And I just really am happy with it. I'm enthusiastic. It's I can't really sit down and really draw to make anything anybody wants to look at or paint or anything like that. Mm-hmm. I do some acting and things like that, but I guess my art is using these lasers to you take an image or something, and then you work on it maybe on Photoshop, lighten it up or whatever, and then trying to recreate that same photographic image, but on a laser on a piece of wood like I did for Dwight. And it's so enthralling. And we do things like slate coasters, Yeti cups, leather map. I just engraved on a huge monkey wrench for a guy, and
Nice.
all kinds of different engraving on different things. Getting more and more into firearm engraving, which is exciting.
Mm.
We all like to have our little sidearms,
All right.
so that's good fun. And so I'm just growing, and I have 4 lasers now. No, I have 4 lasers, and I'm got another type I'm going to be looking at soon, but I have to do a little bit more homework on it. But it's
Yeah.
all good fun, exciting, and the results are great. I do a lot of stuff for memorials. I do things for weddings. You know what they say, 4 weddings and a funeral. They're all the same thing.
Right.
Yeah. Now,
we need to get him to do some Yeti cups with the J&M logo on them.
I mean, that's
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
hey, the
that'd
Yeti cups,
yeah.
the sign,
Yeah.
coasters.
Shit, yeah.
What? Sky's the limit
Right.
because he's got the vector
right.
now.
Right.
I think the coasters will come out real nice. And we've got some,
Yeah.
like I said, the Marvel
fuck.
coasters with a certain 45th American hero on them there, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yay.
Now I will say this because I've seen the wood carving that you did of Dwight's 3 generation when he married his lovely bride with him, his mom, and his son, and it looks amazing. I mean the clarity and it's not distorted or anything, and it looks beautiful, honestly.
I love the rich tones you get from the lasering on wood, etc. I don't know, it adds a different depth to it.
and you were able to the photograph. If I recall, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was a pretty simple deal. But much like with the logo on the last bottle, and I brought you some stuff you've done for me that were, you take your time and effort, and it's there for sure. And the need to clean certain things up so they come out, correctly and popping and everything. And so got to give you kudos on that too. It's not just feeding something in the computer. A lot of times there's a lot of work that goes into it there.
Oh yeah.
You know what's kind of cool? I had a lady bring in. She had a photo of when her mother was young, and with her 2 aunts, and the damn picture, somebody had folded it right in half.
Oh, man.
So it was cool because I put that on the scanner, and then I took a Photoshop and actually cleaned that photo up. It's like one of the few pictures they actually have of the mother with her 2 sisters. And so all of a sudden, this treasured picture, now they have a great copy of it, and they got the engraving as well. And it was amazing. You take that Photoshop and you can take things like a big fold out of a picture. Sometimes it's exciting. It's fun. I like working on it. It's just crafty business, but it's art to me.
Right.
You lasered out the frame too for it, so that was something that we were able to assemble after the fact. That was a really cool.
Yeah, I forgot about that frame. Yeah.
Well,
that was
you're taking a valued treasure from somebody, and you're because photos can get lost. They can, so many things can actually happen to a photo.
Well, it's like in today's world, we got all of our photos on our phones and
Right.
we put them on our computers.
Or in the cloud.
But what happens if that shit just goes away?
Right.
Then everything's lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a house fire burning up all your shit, but it's
right
in the interweb, so to speak, or your hard drive crashes or
right.
something, and you've lost all that shit. But with engraving like that, that's going to be here forever.
Right.
And
and I think it's honestly I think it's beautiful. And then also, something else that I saw you started dabbling in, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. The 3D printing with the Buddha statue with Cartman's head on it. I mean that's just
Cause it's my birthday. Let me get my birthday. Yeah, I like it. We made a few Cartman Buddhas, but you know what? Those I got out of the 3D printing temporarily. I sold the machines. I wanted the space because I didn't find that they were like reliable enough, and then also they weren't economically viable.
yeah.
You know, they and like and it's just like with all that neat guy stuff I made, nobody ever bought that Cartman. You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Right.
it's good for a laugh, or it's kind of good for a hobbyist.
Yeah.
But for most cases, for me, it just wasn't the right thing. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I had 1.5 of them, and
Wow.
eventually I dealt out all five, and I have the space now in my shop that I didn't have. So that's good. And the other thing too that I do offer is CNC and simple CNC work. For instance, putting a juice groove around the edge of a cutting board.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Ooh.
that's like it's kind of tantamount to being able to be in the cutting board business. You know.
Yeah.
So at least that way you can put the groove on there you need. And but I've done some other simple things there. One of the things I want to do is get the file that you can do a 3D American flag
Ooh.
with it on wood,
Nice.
and it'll ripple.
Yeah.
And my CNC is I can engrave up to 3 feet on it. You know, so I
Nice.
can make a nice little 3 foot flag with that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and so that's one thing I'm looking for right now that I want to do eventually is be able to do those, and
I'm
they'll be out of solid wood, so they'll be like
yeah.
solid hardwood. That would be pretty cool.
Nice.
I'm hearing J&M the cutting board
There you
and
go.
J&M the pizza board and you know to take
Oh, the other
a
thing
cue
too,
from Spaceballs. I mean, why not?
Right.
yeah,
J&M the
and
cutting
this
board.
J&M accessory for every aspect of your functional life.
There you go.
Or
yeah. Also,
dysfunctional life.
the pizza scheme. I made a pizza scheme for myself. You
Um,
know, Papa Conti, you should know all about the pizza scheme.
Hey, it's round and it's got shit on it. Hell yes. Thin
yeah,
crust, baby.
Oh yeah,
Man, we
big
thought we
crust
was
guy.
watching Dwight's home video last night.
I know.
Yeah.
Growing up, Botafuco.
Yeah.
Oh, you watched Joey Buttafuoco
We
over
watched
Yeah.
there?
Joey Buttafuoco in there last night.
And I got to tell you, I had a thing for Amy Fisher back in the day. I got a thing for Amy Fisher right now. She's still looking good.
Is she?
Oh, yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. She did 9 or 10 years. And I mean, she got married. She had a couple of kids. But apparently she was on one of those you pay me money and I'll show you my vajayjay type websites at one time.
Mm-hmm.
OnlyFans. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I found her on there, but I mean, not that I go looking around OnlyFans
Right.
for
Right.
because you gotta pay for that.
Yeah. I mean, you can get enough free porn these days.
Oh yeah,
Not that I know about that either.
I haven't found it on Pornhub.
You could. Yeah, or YouPorn, you know, you're like, she looks kind of like Amy Fisher. What the hell? I'll watch that one.
I like the YouPorn pictures when they take the celebrity head.
Right.
It's like basically they're talking out of the back of their head or something.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Like,
Right.
so funny.
Terrence and Phillip from South Park, all the Canadians. Oh, so where are you from, James?
I'm originally from outside of Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, little suburb town there.
Yeah.
And I've been down in Vero Beach since 1976.
Well,
Yeah, I've been here a week or two.
That's just it's crazy for people that grew up in that area, the tri-state area, if you will, you know, you've been down there since '76. Dwight's been down there since what?
81.
81.
Yeah.
You can still hear the accent,
Oh yeah.
and it's like,
Oh yeah, you never lose that.
Yo, fucking A, call me in a minute after I'm done in the bedroom and we can throw the ball around. Hey,
Hey, Dwight, where are you from then, originally?
New York.
Oh, you are a New Yorker. Okay.
Yeah.
which
Oh,
borough?
Go Yankees. Go Yankees.
Which
yo, I
borough?
know what it's like. Yeah, which of the 5 boroughs?
Long Island.
Yeah, which of the 5 families?
Oh,
Now to answer that.
You don't have to answer that? Which of the 5 families?
Waste management.
I'm trying to think.
All waste management.
I was a longshoreman. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dwight Soprano Trafficanti.
Well, they were Jersey. The Sopranos were in Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
God, I'm trying to think because I remember. Well, there was the Making of the Mafia that History Channel had with Lucky Luciano, Meyer Lansky, Bugsy Siegel, and how the mob helped the Americans in World War II in Italy.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they made it easier for the when the American troops were going through Sicily.
Yeah.
The Italians were helping them out.
Mm-hmm.
The Sicilians, I mean.
Yes.
Right.
It's
Right.
Now, fun fact, and you pointed it out when we were up in Missouri a couple of years ago, the facility where the Teflon Don
Yeah.
spent his last days.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Springfield, Missouri.
Yep. The
That's
federal.
where you finished out?
Yep.
Yeah.
John Gotti, yeah.
Yep. He died there at the federal hospital.
Yeah. And it was funny because supposedly, and I mean, it's a rumor, you know, allegedly, some people from New York bought a strip club across the road from it. And
No.
one night,
That's in Jersey.
a water main busted, and that strip club like immediately closed up shop. Yeah, supposedly some people were trying to tunnel under Sunshine Avenue into the guard shack. That was
So what are we
right on
talking
the
about? A Shawshank kind of thing where they bust a big water pipe?
Sounds like prison. Sounds like prison break.
No. They were tunneling,
They were tunneling
under the road
and hit a water main.
and hit a water
accidentally.
main.
Oh, yeah.
And everything
But
just
you
started.
remember at Shawshank?
Oh yeah,
He hit the sewage pipe.
yeah,
Right.
to crawl out of prison.
Yeah.
I don't think Gotti. I don't think the Teflon Don would have crawled through a crapper tunnel just to get out.
Yeah.
Fucking Marine would have.
I'm surprised he ever got in. I really am.
Well, but you know, Gianni Russo has talked about it, and the biggest thing with Gotti is he didn't realize that the mafia is supposed to be a secret organization.
Right. He liked the limelight.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Being seen with the pretty women and
yeah,
yeah.
and
The other thing, too, is they didn't realize it, but the FBI was able to read their lips and had all kinds of surveillance that they didn't realize they could get because they'd be outside talking, shrouding one side of their mouth, and then they'd still be reading their lips.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's kind of like Helen Keller in a boarding school.
Right. They should have done like NFL head coaches and hold up the clipboard in front of your mouth when you're called into play, you know?
Well, they were.
Yeah.
They really were, but they had all kinds of angles on them, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
They also had surveillance on the lamp posts and stuff where they would stand around and talk.
Didn't a couple of years ago the Houston Astros took a page out of that book?
Yeah. Something like that.
And so did Bill Belichick.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, Bill Belichick. He took one of those pages.
Oh
out of
yeah.
there. I think they might have had professional lip readers in that Patriots thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
They're full of scandal. Robert Kraft was popped down here in one of those rub and tuck places.
We were just talking about that last night. We were just
Why?
talking about that last night. It's like, why is a billionaire going to a rub and tug?
In Florida.
There was one right down the road from the hospital when
It's
I
like-
worked there, man. I went out to lunch one day and I came back and the therapist was like, were you over there down the road? And I'm like, well, what are you talking? Because I hadn't heard about it.
Mhm.
She goes, I know what you were doing. What was I doing?
But if you're a billionaire, why are you going to a rub and tug when you've got people that can get people
For you.
and you never have to leave your mansion, you know?
Yeah.
He
Or-
probably got a thrill out of the whole
I'm
thing.
sure it was
The whole meaning the DoorDash.
the risk. He'd probably been doing it for 40 years, and
Yeah.
he finally got popped, and it was just that risk of getting caught, you know?
Well, and
Oh,
it's
you just gave me a great idea. I'm going to open up a thing like that called Hordash.
There you go.
those
So,
are
you know,
called
you just-
Merry Maids.
Oh, yeah, Mary. Yeah. Yeah, they'd be quite merry, wouldn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, James. I think you're a little classier than that. You can call it escort dash.
Escort dash. Oh,
Yeah.
I like the
Oh.
rhyming.
No, Hordash is a direct ripoff of DoorDash. That's fucking
Wait,
awesome. I like
Wait,
it.
I got it. You can keep the
Yeah.
DD date dash
Date Dash.
There you go.
because then it's not illegal
Right.
because you're hiring somebody for a date, but then what two consenting adults do at the end of that date, hey, that's up to them.
There you go.
You're not paying them for the act. You're paying them to fucking leave after the fact.
There you go.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Want a conversation? I'll call Jane and solve the world. Get the fuck out.
Hey, that's like the second greatest moment in sex is when they finally fucking leave.
I mean, what is the difference with giving someone money after the fact versus calling them an Uber and paying for their Uber on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
You're still,
Then you got a record.
I
Buying
mean,
and drinking a burger before the fact.
right? You're going to dinner. You're putting food down the gullet.
I mean,
Well-
it's cheaper to hire one than dating somebody because, you know, a good girl is not going to give it up to the third date anyway. So you've already spent $300-$400 depending on where you're taking her to eat and all that good shit. You know?
Oh, easy.
Yeah. And then if you mess around with those hookers, you end up with Chag's disease.
Unless you go to
You know what that
Nevada,
is?
and they're all state inspected out there.
Moonlight Bunny Ranch.
Yeah. You know what Chag's disease is, gentlemen? Combination of COVID, herpes, AIDS, gonorrhea, and syphilis.
It's just like a buffet of itch.
And the thing is, too, you know, I went to see the doc about it. Not that I've ever had it. Anyway, I went to see the doc about it.
Your friend
And-
went.
And yeah, I'm speaking on behalf of a well-known acquaintance of mine. So anyway, the doc says to me, the doc says, well, I can give you pancakes and flounder. So the guy asked him, hey, is that a cure? And he goes, no, that's all we can slide under the fucking door at you. So don't ever catch the Chag's disease, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good like that.
But I mean, you know, you go to speaking of the whole rub and tug incident and everything, Russell Wilson,
Yeah.
bro, you're a football star. You're a starting quarterback. You're worth millions. Why would you go to these actual massage parlors and try to get a happy ending
Right.
when you could totally hop on a plane, fly down to Vegas, take an Uber out to the Moonlight Bunny Ranch? From what I heard, one of the greatest steakhouses in Nevada, one of the greatest massage parlors in Nevada, one of the greatest seafood places. Not that I give a shit about seafood, but you know.
Some of us do.
Yeah, but still. And those girls are tested weekly. And when they go there to work, they don't leave the compound.
Right.
So, I mean,
Go see Air Force Amy. I watched the HBO special.
sure you did.
I did.
I mean, there's that time in Vegas that you can't remember with that organization that you may or may not belong to that drives the little funny cars and the parades?
I don't know.
Little funny cars. That's the name of the documentary.
Yeah.
How would
There you
you
go.
like? How would you be the guy that's in? How would you like to be the guy that's in there 2 days after Hunter Biden?
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
They probably wouldn't let his ass in.
Fuck no. Well, yeah.
Sorry, sir, you're a little too famous right now.
But I mean, okay, Johnny Russo talked about being in Australia during 9/11,
Right.
and he was partying it up with fucking Bill Clinton, and
Right.
old fucking Slick Willie had all kinds of girls around him.
Oh yeah.
It's some really yummy cigars.
Yeah.
I told you, I did not have sex with that woman, Hillary.
Yeah. He had those.
Who in their fucking right mind would?
He had those tuna sweet tip cigars, right?
Well,
Yeah.
hey, you know why poor dear Chelsea's so damn ugly?
Hmm.
Janet Reno's her daddy.
Oh. Threw up in my fucking mouth a little bit. Good God.
I mean, Bill I did not have sexual relations with that woman. That is not my spooge on that blue dress.
He said, I told Monica, I told you to lick my erection, do not wreck my election.
But you know, the funny thing about that whole deal was his popularity went up after that.
Oh, yeah.
Dudes are like going, he got a fucking blowjob in the fucking Oval Office. Sweet on him. Cool.
Yeah. Have you seen Hillary?
Yeah, no shit. That's what everybody else said. It's like, hell, he hadn't fucked her since they conceived Chelsea. So,
Well, we just dispelled that rumor as well.
well,
he
there
was
you go.
He was probably on vodka and Quaaludes, and he nailed that.
Yeah, no shit.
Now,
I don't see how it could be done otherwise.
now,
Oh, dear.
rumor has
Healthy
it
dose of ecstasy, maybe.
when Bill was governor of Arkansas,
She roofied him.
Right?
she would have the
Drink the
state
fucking Kool-Aid.
patrol picking up guys and bringing them to hotels to meet her. And then
Who?
Hillary. When Bill was governor of Arkansas, she would have the Arkansas State Police picking up dudes and bringing them back to a hotel because, well, she can't pick up anybody.
Let me get the door for you, blind man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So, homeless guy, do you want a meal? Come with me.
Why
Stick
does
a
this
chicken nugget in
taste?
there and
I've had fish sticks better than this.
Remember when Clinton used to go jogging and he'd stop at McDonald's?
Right. That's like the same people you see go to McDonald's and they order a Big Mac and fries and I need a Diet Coke. Like,
Trying to watch my figure.
like really? You think the Diet Coke is going to save you there?
that's going to make the difference, man.
The difference with me in that, though, I got to defend those people. I don't like to taste the regular Coke. It tastes like a mouthful of syrup.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to taste better Diet Coke because I got used to the chemicals, I guess.
Right.
But
You like the aspartame.
anyway, I do prefer that.
But you're not. How do I say this nicely? You're not morbidly obese by any stretch of the imagination.
No, thank God. Yeah.
You are
But-
fit as a fiddle, and I don't know, maybe single ladies.
Oh, the single ladies.
Oh, single lady. Oh, single lady. Yeah. Yeah,
Put your
unfortunately,
hands up.
my single ladies would look like Aunt Esther or something.
You know, every time that I've been in your shop, you know, the whole 2 times I've actually been there, you know, I've got to say you always have like amazing things all over your walls. And it's just, it's unreal the amount of things that you have done. And, you know, I've seen what you've done for Dwight, and I've seen what you've done for us. And it's just like, I see, like I've went to your website, and I'll put the website right about here. once again.
Oh, thanks. Great.
And you know, I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh man, that'd be great. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. And then I start thinking, oh man, I could have a tranquil spot in my yard and have a little garden for my mom and have this da 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 da. And then
that's a nice idea. Yeah.
And then I start checking the money and I'm like, okay, this is gonna cost this. Damn. I really gotta fix my credit.
If I can touch on that, James, just as a plug for you, sir, and it's like I said, I'm en route to finding Laser Mafia. You know, there was a lot of shopping around and very reasonably priced. So you won't get a better fucking deal or better quality. Yeah, and I've got, like you said, man, I've got, you know, mugs and wood pieces of, you know, the wood art, and we had a set made up for my sister-in-law and her husband, and it was kind of funny because I was showing it to one of the girls at work, and she goes, "Oh wow, that's a really nice picture of you and Kim. Wow, your beard's really big." And I'm like, "That's my sister-in-law and her husband, you fucking racist." And then I bring it to Laser Mafia, and he's kind of looking at it. He goes, "Is that you, man, with the beard like that?" And I said, "No, man." I said, "How many fucking people are gonna do this shit?" You know, and it was laughable. So we had a good time with it. But yeah, no, it did work for them, and yeah, excellent.
Timmy was there, and she was like, "Oh, you're racist." You know, she was making fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's a good laugh, man. She's funny.
Mm-hmm.
She plays off that stuff pretty funny, man. I love it.
Well, when we first got together, people were like, you know, how'd you guys happen? Because, you know, she's all sweet and innocent, and I'm a prick. And I said, "Oh, you know, she needed a kidney." And she goes, "Don't lie to him. Just tell him the truth. I'm in it for the green card." And I was like, "Well, fuck, if those jokes are okay, let's go." So, yeah, she's an excellent sport.
Well,
you know, she doesn't need a green card because she's a nurse.
Yeah.
She's all set.
Well, and you know, there's no better couple, and I mean that are like polar opposites. The Italian from New York and the Vietnamese girl from Florida, and it's like, you know, they play off of the stereotypes, and it's great because Dwight told me the story, and I'm about to tell it on the J&M Solves the World podcast. They were Dwight and Kim were at some like sub shop or whatnot, and she turns around and she's hilarious. Like asking him if she can get like lettuce and everything, and he's like, "Yeah, you know, whatever." And she's like, "Just don't hit me, Daddy." And like 4 big construction guys stand up and start fucking eyeballing Dwight, and he's like, "This ain't funny. I'm about to get my ass beat."
Yeah, and it was some brick carrying motherfuckers, man. Like, you need linebackers in the NFL that's small, dude. And I'm like, "You're gonna get me fucking killed." Just don't hit me, Daddy.
That's when you look at him and go, "What the fuck you looking at?"
I'm like, "Jesus Christ, get in the car. I'm leaving."
"Hey, you need some new shoes? I got some concrete. They make great basketball shoes."
Hey, get on the fucking boat.
And Davy Jones' locker.
They got the star and everything on the concrete sneakers.
What are we going to say one day? You know, we're going to say, whatever happened to Dwight Trafficante? You know?
Well, he went to St. Louis to see a Pantera concert, and he never came home.
Yeah. As long as the demise was after the show, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
right.
I was referring to the...
Not really, but I mean, you know.
Well, you at least want to see the show.
If it's got to be that way, if it's...
You know, hypothetically, if Dwight finds...
Hypothetically, fuck you. How about that? Fucking whack in St. Louis. Who the fuck do you think you are?
It could happen at PT's in East St. Louis on Saturday.
I mean, I've heard they got Asian triplets.
Yeah.
Triplets, Basil. Triplets. You ever had your butthole licked by a 18-year-old Asian girl?
Mm-mm.
You ready to? Larry Finn's Hustler Club in East St. Louis, folks.
It's interesting how we've moved on to rim jobs.
Yeah.
Laser James, as you can see, these we can just there's a rabbit hole somewhere in every episode, and here we are.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it's
tried
hard
to bring
to-
it back. I tried,
Yeah.
but
Well, you failed miserably, but that's okay.
hey,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, my ex-wife would say something like that. I don't know. I never listened to
Oh,
her.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like your ex-wife.
Oh no, I mean, you know,
No, we got back on task. You did a great job. I've been happily welcomed here, and I greatly appreciate it. It's been nice talking with you over there.
yeah.
It's been nice
Over here.
having the other one of the five families there, Mr. Traficanti there.
We're over here, and they're over there. Actually, I'm over here,
Over
you're
there.
over there, and they're way over there.
That's
Hey.
right.
We in the middle.
Yeah. We in the middle of the
Where are you
country.
guys? You in Skokie, Illinois or something?
No, Missouri.
Missouri.
Rimby, Missouri.
Rimdy.
Southwest.
How
We're
far are
about
you from Springfield?
about
We're in
50
Job, Missouri.
about 50 miles north of Springfield.
Yep.
Okay, I've been through some of that area up there.
You ever heard of Pomme de Terre Lake?
I probably fished it.
You've heard of Lake of the Ozarks, I'm sure.
I've heard the name.
Yeah. We're just we're real close to Pomme de Terre, and then Lake of the Ozarks is
Yeah.
35, 40 miles.
Yeah.
You start getting to the lake from
Yeah.
there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
The best thing that I got to tell you, when Dwight and Kim and Rome came up, I told Dwight after we did our show, and I was like, hey, man, I'm going to take you guys to Bass Pro Shop. And Dwight's like, oh, we got Bass Pro Shop in Florida. And I'm like, whoa. You have a Bass Pro Shop.
Right.
You don't
I
have
knew no better at the time.
you don't
I was
have
corrected.
the Bass Pro Shop.
Right.
The home, the Bass Pro Shop home is right here in Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah, the Bass Pro Shop by you, the home, man. I just took a little poop in Florida.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then
Here's a nugget, guys.
the best
Cool.
part, Dwight and Kim were back behind Rome and I. We were walking in, and I was bullshitting with Rome, and I'm like, so this is something we used to do in the Army to get everybody's attention without raising your voice and start yelling at everybody. And
Brace yourself.
he's not looking at me or anything. He's like looking at the fountain, and I'm like, so there I was, balls deep in this dude's ass, right? I reach around to give him a reach around. Fucker's got a heart on. Fucking faggot. And he stops, and I keep walking, and he's like, what did you just say? And I'm like, got your attention, didn't it? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, so next time you're out with your buddies and you want to get their attention to something, you
There
just
you
say,
go.
so no shit, there I was, balls deep in this dude's ass, right? And it, like, everything's going to stop. I'm like, what did you just say?
Yeah, my dad's out there, but you've just raised the bar, Uncle Matt.
Hey, that's what Uncle Matt does. He raises the bar.
I'm not upset.
I mean,
Sometimes he passes out under the bar, but
that's been a long time. It's been a very long time since I've passed out under a bar.
Well, you do those weird crotch shots, on Halloween.
Yeah. Let's shall we talk about those crotch shots there, Dwight? I'm in
It's your
Missouri.
story, brother.
I'm in Missouri. Dwight sends me Kim sends Dwight a picture of his crotch from under the table, and then Dwight decides he's going to send it to me. Yeah, I'm 1,000 miles away. Why do I want to see Dwight's crotch underneath the table? Luckily, he had shorts on. Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Yeah, you had me worried there for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He could have been all commando and shit. And
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I did that years ago in a restaurant somewhere, and then I was just having such a good time with it, and there was a booth across and down the way a little bit, 15, 20 feet maybe, and I zoomed in and took a picture of just somebody's random crotch and sent it to her, and was like, the caption under it on the text message was, hey, how about some strange? She was
Yo.
like, you're fucking terrible. I'm like, you knew that before you married me. Like, there was no faking shit. You know what you're getting into. Not like I surprised you. He was all timid and shit, and one day just broke out and went, hey, motherfucker.
I just figured out your anniversary gift, Dwight.
Mm-hmm.
A cutting board, laser engraved with the shower curtain that is in your master bathroom.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
I don't think
Nice.
I don't think James is ready for that shower curtain.
Oh, tell me about
I don't think he's ready for either one of them.
So, back in 1998, we did a Halloween show with the band we were in.
Can
And-
yeah, I was going to say, tell me
Yeah.
it's banned. The podcast wasn't in existence back then.
Yeah,
Right.
we were in the band, and it was Halloween, and we all dressed up. James was dressed up like Sting with the red and black makeup and the NWO shirt and the duster and everything, and I was dressed up like a chick with the.
You gotta be careful, Laser James, because either one of those images will make you gay.
Yeah, this is my first experience with this crew.
Now, my hair was dyed bright blonde, and it was down a little bit past my shoulders. Two girls that I went to high school with.
He was about 80 pounds lighter than I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two girls I went to high school with did my makeup, did my hair. One of them gave me a bra. I immediately had a 38D chest.
You were light years ahead of this trans movement.
Oh,
that we
bro.
have now. It's
Bro.
like,
Hey, you know what? You make me want to go celebrate with a Bud Light.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, shit.
I got a case. Come on over, James.
Shit.
I know you do, bitch.
I made
That's fucked up.
I made $5 that night with people coming up to the edge of the stage and sticking money into my shorts. Because I had shorty shorts on, fishnet stockings, combat boots. Now, I only had tattoos up on my shoulders, my stomach, and a few on my legs. I wasn't as tattooed as I am now. But I had this dude come up to the edge of the stage, and he sat there and he stared at me for a good 15, 20 minutes. And he was trying to figure out, is this a dude or a chick? And I'd shaved my goatee off, but I still had the treasure trail of a 25-year-old. And
You were selling it.
Oh, fuck yeah, I was. And I mean, I had sang like God of Thunder by that point with my deep Gene Simmons voice, and I'd been talking, and it wasn't like, hey guys, how you doing? No, it was just like, what's going on? And yeah, this dude, he was doing the Michael Myers head bob back and forth, trying to figure out if I was a dude or a chick, and I'm like, really, guy? Really?
Or more like that confused dog.
Of course, he, and I don't remember, but he might have had his shorty shorts pulled up where it might have looked like moose knuckle or.
Nope. I was wearing boxer shorts that had Pooh and Tigger on them. Now you could see those because my jean shorts were cut up pretty high, and they were slid up the side. Yeah. I put the fishnets on and then my underwear on.
Fashion show here all of a sudden.
Say again?
Is this a tranny fashion show going on?
Oh
here?
no.
No, it was just we were a heavy metal band playing a Halloween show.
Yeah. And
Holy
all I said was my costume is something that you would expect me to do, but not expect me to do. And that's the only thing I gave. And I showed up wearing a long leather fucking trench coat down to like my ankles. And I mean, all you could see is like my hair and makeup and my combat boots. And then I took it off and it was just like, damn. So Dwight, next time you go see James, you may have to take the calendar and explain to him.
James, we're going to need a couple of chairs for this conversation.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, man. This is a saga.
Well, and the funny part, the very next day, I went back into the Marine Corps Reserves. So that night after the show, I dyed my hair back brown, my natural color. I'd went up to the reserve station, had gotten a haircut, and when I walked in, the lady was like, "What the fuck do you want?" I'm like, "I need a haircut." She's like, "No shit." And she never asked me what kind of haircut I wanted. She just started fucking And I'm like, wow.
Isn't that how you do it in the military anyway?
In boot camp.
Yeah.
When I graduated,
you tell them what you think, but it doesn't matter.
yeah, just a little bit off the sides. I like
One
to keep
size
it tight.
fits all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
We had a kid. Night I showed up for boot camp. He decided to show up with long hair. They put him in the chair and ran the clippers straight down the middle of his head, spun him around, and made him stare at himself in the mirror for like 20 minutes while they were spending 5 seconds on everybody's head. Wham, 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 wham. Because, I mean...
Oh, man, I got drunk as fuck the night before I shipped out, man, and they somehow I allowed a mohawk cut. And surprisingly enough, man, weeks into boot camp, drill instructors and other recruits alike, they remembered that shit. And it was funny with the recruits, but when the drill instructors remembered it and explained how they remembered it, it wasn't so fucking funny.
I bet it wasn't very fun dealing with those guys.
Now, I built up quite the chest,
Yeah. What are you, De Niro and Taxi Driver? You talking to me?
Oh, me. Wait. He should field this one.
Yeah.
Go for it, man.
Are you talking to me? I don't see anybody else here. Talking to me. That's all you get.
Ladies and gentlemen, J&M Solving Worlds has Robert De Niro.
Yep.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, yo.
How you doing?
I don't know. You call me. You asking me all these questions. I'm sitting here answering them, and then you want to ask me more questions.
Hey, Bobby, hold on. How the fuck do you think I'm funny? How the fuck am I funny? Hey, I'm here to fucking entertain you. I'm a fucking clown. What do you mean funny? How?
Oh my God, it sounds just like him.
Bobby, easy. He knows what he fucking said. What the fuck did you say?
I just said you were funny. That's all I'm
I'm
saying.
funny how?
We got Bobby De
Maybe you're
Niro and
fucking
Joe
entertainment?
Pesci.
Now, who was Ray Liotta's character?
Hank, it was, God damn it. It was Hank.
Nope.
Your tens of listeners right now are just screaming the fucking name, and we can't.
I know.
Right.
Henry Hill. Henry Hill.
Yes.
Henry Hill, there you
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Hank Hill, but I'm like,
Right.
no.
Also propane.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
go. Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. If you weren't my son, I think I'd hug you.
Damn it, Bobby. How the
course,
fuck am I funny?
That character came from Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Them boys have been jerking in my RV again.
They're just in there jerking it and jerking it.
What's his name on there? What's that character's name that they always murder?
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, back in WW2. How'd he do it?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm funny how? Like I'm wearing clown shoes? What do I amuse you? I got a red nose and shit? What? Tell me, how do I amuse you?
That sounds so much like him over the phone like this.
Do a Joe Pesci from Lethal Weapon with the cell phones.
Hey, I'm Leo. Leo Getz. Whatever you need. Leo Getz. You get it? You get it? What do you need? I'll get it for you.
Jesus Christ, that's good.
They fuck you in the drive-thru every motherfucking time. You go through the drive-thru, you give them the order, and they fuck it up. No, I'm okay.
Hey, German Jews didn't have it any better when I grew up. Hey.
That's pretty good, guys.
So,
My shoe shine kid. I'll show you my shoe shine kid, you fuck.
Go to fucking bash the motherfucker in the head with a phone.
dude, I tell you, God, what was it? The Irishman? Like the last movie he did with Bobby De Niro?
I've not seen that yet.
And I tell you what, it's the first quote-unquote gangster movie that Pesci's done where he doesn't lose his shit.
Really?
Oh, God. But, I mean, it's like when he puts a punctuation on something, it's fucking... knowing Joe Pesci, it's like, holy fuck. But yeah, he doesn't lose his shit. He doesn't fucking go off like Tommy or anything like that.
Every movie, Casino, Goodfellas,
Oh, yeah.
was a fucking psychopath, you know.
Right.
Well,
And that was the best part. You can't watch it on network because as soon as they censor it, it's fuck out of here.
Right.
You know.
but in Casino and Goodfellas, he's playing a real person. And Gianni Russo has talked about Spilati, Tommy Spilati, who Pesci plays in Casino. And he's like, yeah, he was really like that. And he didn't end up quite like that, but he ended up like that.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I can't do that. I can't do the impression because it's got to be, the volume's got to be up there. You know what I'm saying? People go, oh, do the bit. I'm like, like I'm at work or something. Like, I can't fucking do the bit right now. Like, you can't do it in a low tone. You got to be fucking screaming this shit,
Right.
What do you think? I'm funny? What, I'm wearing clown shoes? I got a red fucking nose? How am I fucking funny? You tell me, how am I fucking funny?
No, you know what I meant. No, I don't know what you fucking meant.
When I listen to you do that on here, it sounds so perfect.
Hey, is this your pen?
Really great impersonation, yeah.
Is this your pen? Oh, I mean, it's a nice pen. I don't want you to lose your pen. Hey, my buddy here is trying to give you his pen back. Hey, I'm just trying to give you your pen, man. Oh, you fucking son of a bitch, cocksucker!
And he starts stabbing him in the fucking neck with his pen.
I want to know, why don't you listen to J&M Solve the World? They're funny.
Funny how?
They're here for your amusement.
How we funny?
They're here for your amusement. They're not fucking clowns. They'll make you laugh. Listen to them. Dial it up on Amazon or Spotify or one of those other fucking places you can listen to a fucking podcast. What, are you fucking stupid?
What is
You got to clip that and put that on Facebook.
Oh yeah, I'm going to. Totally going to. Is it a tri-state area thing where everybody's a cocksucker? Because if you listen to Joey Diaz,
Well, it's a cocksucker.
right? But if you listen to Joey Diaz or Rogan talking about Diaz or Bert Kreischer talking
Rogan,
about
you
Diaz,
cocksucker.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, you fucking cocksucker. Rogan, you fucking cocksucker. I love you. I love you, you cocksucker.
It's like how fuck could be an adjective or an adverb or a verb or a noun or a pronoun or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like cocksucker. I think, and James, jump in there any time. But like I said, it could be a very, very degrading insult or a very off the wall term of endearment, I guess.
Right.
Well, I've heard,
Cocksucker.
the N-word's totally banned in this country and nobody dare says it, whatever.
Right.
I've been in Bahamas and they use the N-word like just a marker for a person. Like they'll say, like they were doing this big, huge swimming pool, and the one guy says, "Yeah, and it's going to take 200 N-words to fill it up." But that's
Oh shit!
yeah, but they mean like it could be 4 white guys come up on the boats and they'll say, "Where are those N's going?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
where are those N-words going?
you
They-
go to England, you go to Australia, and those guys are using
See you next Tuesday.
Exactly. They're using the "see you next Tuesday" word, and it's common, but it's not just guys. It's girls. It's
Right.
everybody.
Right.
It's everybody, and it's like, I thought we were supposed to be the land of the free.
Yeah. No shit.
I mean,
Dude, we went to that Steel Panther concert a couple weeks ago, and our friends from Georgia come down, and my buddy's girl, she's got a shirt on, and I out of fear of disrespect, I was like, to stop staring at her tits. I'm like, what does your shirt say? Am I reading that right? And it was cunty. She said, "See you next Tuesday." Why? And I'm like,
Why?
that's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure.
okay. I got it. Well, gentlemen, I think we have pretty much ran the gambit. And James, you are now part of the J&M Solve the World family. You will be known as our resident engraver of all things.
You need to go ahead and tell us his website and everything.
Yes.
I mean, you're gonna put it up and everything.
Yeah, I'm going to put it up.
But go ahead and tell us your website and everything. And
It's www.lasermafia.com. Laser Mafia on Facebook. Laser.mafia on Instagram.
Cool.
And if you're not following him on Instagram, there's something fucking wrong, because there is some good shit. Not only the work that he does with Laser Mafia, but if I'm not mistaken, there may have been a picture or two of James on a movie set.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, I just did a film out in Texas.
Nice.
I went out there and we were mafia members, and we shoot up the Mexican cartel.
Yeah.
So
What?
I think it was kind of like the 2020 election was rigged, because in the end, we're just standing there, two of us, and we killed 6 of them with machine guns and everything else. You know, we just kind of fanned the crowd and gave them what for. And,
What's the name of this? How do we find this?
It's called Cartel Heat. It's actually I guess it's to promote a book or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I just went out there as an actor. I don't really know exactly what's going on. I got to talk to that. In fact, I'm going to be speaking to the director tomorrow. But it was fun, and was out there on the set, and this guy standing next to me, Mexican guy, this kid I know back here in Vero Beach, Florida, he goes, you were there with Barnaby Melendrez? Because I used to love watching him with my pop. And so I got Barnaby's autograph for the kid and brought it back, and I gave it to him. And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this framed. It was the greatest thing, you know."
Yeah.
Cool.
But these people, like the one guy that was on the film, he owns a production company. He's killed like 126. I think he's 126 people on film, and then plus he killed 2 that tried to rob him.
Oh shit.
He really did. Yeah.
Get your fucking hands off of that.
And then, they tried to rob him, and then the other guy, this Barnaby Melendrez guy, he's like the Charles Bronson of Mexico.
Oh yeah.
He's been in 400 and something films.
Wow.
I sent him a message.
So anyway, he was one of the first people we killed over there.
Nice.
But yeah, we gunned down the cartel in that movie. It was just a short clip.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Hey. But, on behalf of Dwight and James at Laser Mafia, that's www.lasermafia.com. Find them on Facebook at Laser Mafia. Find them on Instagram at laser.mafia. And until next time, you have just watched another episode of Stu Him Productions Presents
J&M, solve the world. I have been James.
And I've been Matt. And until next time, you keep one fist in the gold, one foot in the gutter, and we will be seeing you.
Peace.